What is up, YouTube? Okay, Breaker Mighty here with our first movie review. Yes, we are going to talk. Okay, spoilers. If you haven't seen Zack Snyder's Justice League, previously known as the Snyder Cut, that's the campaign name. Who's out there? No one's out there. That's the campaign name, and we're finally just going to call it Zack Snyder's Justice League. Anyway. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, spoilers. Spoiler. Final warning, spoiler. Final. Yes, 4 hours long. Is a long time. And it did make it overhyped a little bit. Like a little bit. It made it a little bit overhyped. But it still was an okay, good movie. It was a good movie. Yeah, let's not hit myself. It was a good movie. It was good. Not great, but it was good. I feel like you can't take a bad movie and make it great. You can take a bad movie and make it good. Anyway, slow motions. Zack Snyder in slow motions is peanut butter and jelly, basically. He can't help himself. He's just going to do slow motions. But he could have cut down on some of them. Like 60% were like probably well earned, especially the Wonder Woman ones. We'll get to Wonder Woman. Just you wait. We'll get to Wonder Woman. But it's a lot. It's a lot. And speaking of cutting stuff out, you could have cut out the Joker. Also, you don't have to cut out the Joker. You could have just never added him. I'm a Jared Leto Joker hater. I'm a Jared Leto, not a hater, but like I just don't like him. But I really don't like his Joker. I just don't. I hate it. I feel like he blends all the Jokers, and it's like, here you go, and it's just like, can you just be yourself, Joker, or not be a bunch of other ones? Mark Hamill's my favorite Joker. No one's going to change my mind. Moving on. Yeah, they could have cut out that dream sequence, but it made sense for the Flash to tie into the Batman versus Superman, because you saw that and you're like, that didn't really pay off, did it? And here it did. Here it really paid off. So, and the length. So, 4 hours long. They could have made it a miniseries. And I get like COVID messed up a lot of things, but particularly this one, it could have been a little bit longer but broken up into a miniseries. That I would have been really okay with. I would have been really fine with that. But we got what we got, so let's not get into it. So let's get into Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was like my favorite character of this whole movie. Did she have a lot of dialogue that made it that way? No. You can watch Wonder Woman 84 for that, or her other movie. But her bank scene. Oh, if you're a fan of comic books, you love the bank scene. The bank scene was so good. Super comic booky. Like, the big bad guy walks in the bank with his crew shooting at people. They're very clean and cut, and like tactics are well thought out, and the plan was just like, boom, at a bank, give us money, hostages, a bomb going off, timer bomb. And there was a school field trip, a private girls' school field trip. Gosh, it was super comic booky. I loved it. I feel like Zack Snyder should direct the Wonder Woman movies. This is a side tangent. He would knock it out of the park. His slow-mos with her are just immaculate. Wonder Woman slow-mos with Zack Snyder is so good. I need more of it. I need more. I love Patty Jenkins. I like what she's doing. The last one had a lot of problems, but I like what she does with Wonder Woman, and I feel like she could still be involved, but I need Zack Snyder to give us that slow-mo magic for Wonder Woman. Not a 4 hour long one, though. Let's not do that. Nope. The Amazons were well rounded. I don't know. The sacrifice scene. They sacrificed themselves, and then they just kept moving in the original one. But this one, they sacrificed themselves, and then the queen was just like looking down, took off her helmet, was mourning. It gave it time and heart to process that a little bit, and then it didn't really work out. So it's like womp womp. Sorry about your girls though, your sisters, daughters, whatever. But yeah, love Wonder Woman, love the Amazons. My only beef with the Amazons is when they're holding up the doors, the two of them, and they're literally wearing a bikini. They were literally wearing a bikini. And I was like, did I stumble upon a Victoria's Secret commercial or something? I know Zack Snyder did commercials. Did he do commercials? I think. I don't know. Um, but it just seems like a Victoria's Secret commercial, and I was just like, come on. But they did remove a lot of the butt shots and boob shots, and they also removed the boob joke with the Flash and Wonder Woman. That was a Joss Whedon joke they cut out. A lot of Joss Whedon jokes got cut out, like the Aquaman one where he was tied up in the lasso, and he's like, "Oh, you're so pretty, Wonder Woman. Oh, you could probably kick my butt." I don't know the joke, but I missed that joke. But I get why it was not in it. I get it. The Flash. So like referring to Flash. I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller as the Flash. He sort of just like blends the Bart and the Wally and the Barry, and he just blends them all together. And he's like, "Here's Barry," and you're like, "That's not really Barry Allen," but okay, we'll go with it. And if you know me, I'm a big Wally West fan, so I really just want to see Wally West. I'm just waiting for Wally West, and I don't know if he's coming, but that's fine. But in this movie, he got a whole letter grade up, because I feel like he had more, like, story time with his dad, and, like, looking for jobs. We actually saw him, like, looking for a job. They could have they could have cut down on that slow-mo Iris West scene, where he, like, pulled her from the car. That dragged on a little too long. That's all I gotta say on that. It was a little too long. You could have kept it. Also, she was never referred to as Iris West. Like, she's cast as Iris West, but she doesn't speak at all. Like, at all. Like, I think she said, like, one or two things to her car. And that's it. That's all you got. That's all you got. That's all you got from her. And I don't know, man. I'm just not. But he did raise his letter grade. A whole letter grade. So, like, maybe if it was a C, he got a B. There we go. That's generous, I feel like. Justice for Cyborg. He was so good in this movie. And it's so obvious that Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns cut him out. And he had a lot of controversy on the side. Apparently, like, abuse on set, racism. That's nasty. That's awful. And I wish I get to see him more, but sadly, he's never coming back to Warner Brothers, and that makes me so sad, because I like Cyborg in this movie. He was really awesome. In the Joss Whedon movie, he just looked like angry black man, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but, like, wouldn't you be angry if you were a robot and you were a football star? That makes sense that you would be angry, but that's all you got in the Justice League movie. Was angry black man. And you got to see his mom. You didn't see his mom in the other movie. In this movie, you saw his mom, so it was a little more heart in it. And it was a double parent household, which is comic books have a big problem with that whole thing, and that's a whole nother video. But I just liked him a lot more in this movie, and I wish I saw him more in the next couple movies, but we're not going to. He's going to get recast, or maybe not even cast at all, and he's just going to be put to the side, and we'll never see him again, and that's really, like, sad, and I don't like that. Okay, moving on from that. Another thing I'm mad about is, I really like Henry Cavill as Superman. He's my favorite Superman ever, but he's significantly less in this movie. Also, yeah, he's just less in this movie, but he's not coming back to Warner Brothers either as Superman. Warner Brothers is the revolving door of superhero actors, I swear. And I really like him, but apparently he's a diva on set, and I guess I'm okay with that. Pay him whatever. Give him whatever. He's my Superman. I don't care if he's a diva. Like, tell him to straighten up, and then, I don't know, just work with him. Work with him, I guess. I don't know. Okay, John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. Oh, I wish I had him in the movie, but he's clearly added in last minute in the reshoots and stuff. Always leave it to the Martian Manhunter to be pulling at the heartstrings. He's an alien, and he has more heart than any human character I've ever seen on screen. And it's so... Oh, he, like, went to Bruce. He was like, your parents would have been proud. And I was like, oh, leave it to John Jones to be the sappy, pulling at the heartstrings guy. I love it so much. But we don't know if we're going to see him again. That's a lot about this movie. It's like, I liked it. I like that a lot. But who knows when we're going to see that again. Anyway. Looking at my notes here. Okay, Steppenwolf looks a lot better. But, like, in the comic books and, like, cartoons, he's kind of a loser. And also referring to, like, a lot of great things that we're never going to see again. He's a loser of a villain, and all that you saw of Darkseid are in the trailers. So if you watched the trailer, you saw Darkseid. There you go. There's Darkseid. Like, literally, we got a loser of a villain, big bad, and we're not going to get the bigger bad that's cooler. So I'm like, it's a teeter-totter. This whole movie's a teeter-totter. There's great things, and then there's like, but what about all this other stuff that I really want? It's not going to come. We don't know that yet. Not confirmed, but like 90% chance that, yeah, it's all these ideas are dead and gone. John Jones. I think I covered it all. So yeah, justice for Ray Fisher. Work with Henry Cavill. Like, get him a counseling team. I don't know how to fix Henry Cavill. He's just my favorite Superman. He looks so good as like a muscular Superman character type. He has that like, he has a very direct like, demeanor, like a really like straightforward demeanor, and I like that in a Superman. It's not super Boy Scouty. It's not super compassionate. It's more like, I have to think logically, and I like that. I want to see more John Jones, but not happening. Yeah, primarily justice for Ray Fisher. Give me Wally West. I need more Wonder Woman with Zack Snyder. And yeah, if you're a comic book movie lover, this is a must-see. If you're a movie lover, this is a kind of must-see. Like, it's very interesting to see the difference between Joss Whedon and Zack Snyder's vision. Like, how the studio and Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns were just like, cut that. Add more jokes, add more of this. Cut. Speed it up. So I understand why it was drawn out. I understand. But 4 hours is long. Don't let anyone fool you on that. 4 hours is a long time. Have a viewing plan. Take a break. They give you chapters to take a break with. Like, so you get to part 3. You're like, do I want to stop now and pick up later? You can. Just press pause and pick it up later. Also, this is a must-have HBO thing. Like, get HBO Max, please. There's lots of great shit on there. And yes, go watch all that stuff if you want. But check out Justice League, like, please. Like, oh, it's so good. Well, it's good, not so good. It's just good. It's just good. A solid A. Like a solid A. Not an A plus, not a 5-star, maybe a 4.5, but a solid A. Is 4.5 90%? I don't know. I'm not doing math right now. That's 80. Oh man. I don't know. Yeah, I covered all my notes. Anyway, leave a comment down below what you thought about the movie, if you liked it, what you want to see more of that we're not going to get. Like, basically just make your own Justice League movie in your head about what's going to come up next. Then that's your Justice League movie that's after this one. And to call out Zack Snyder and be like, can you work on the slow-mos? But yeah, that's all I got. Let me know. Yes, justice for Ray Fisher. Like, come on. Racism in 2021. Well, that was 2017. 2016? 2017? Anyway, it was past 2010s. 2021. There's racism still. Like, get over it. Justice for Ray Fisher.